Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on another squad from the Big Ten, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Here's the second down play. They'll run it here. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
So your defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield, worried about that quarterback, if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack it.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He stays alive. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Snags a quick throw. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
And he's got it at the 15. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Morton. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Movement at the second level of the defense now. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Seminoles are on the move here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And now the handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Marshall. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Complete to the running back on this fourth down play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap. He turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Gets made on the out route. Touchdown, Tigers! This quarterback on fire today. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Point after, up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebacker shifting around now. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That's solid run. Good for first down yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Morton. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
The shotgun running play call. Nowhere to run up the middle. And the Knowles hustle to the line to run the hurry out. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
BAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to settle out and bring the pressure.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's swarmed by the defense. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's an out route, the catch made. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He's moving out of the pocket. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Marshall. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, but a very quick throw. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover 2, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
He'll hand it off. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Marshall. It's a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. And out comes the field goal unit. This try is no good. He missed it, and the game is still tied up.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
They'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Short loss on the play. Sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The back's got it. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this deep to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the left side. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd down. They're going to run it. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And the Seminoles will crank up the tempo.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much.
And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he dunks it off to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, is this guy a tough matchup or what? Not only are you trying to prevent him from making just a catch, but then you got to bring him down to prevent more yards after the catch.
And it falls incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. And the wideout goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, They spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The Tigers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Back to throw. It's Marshall. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he goes down, but the important thing is enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs. This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got it right near the end zone. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs...
Touchdown, Tigers! Will take the lead in the second half. That's an old-school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Man, that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air, he can frame that. It's a nice score to remember.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. The Noles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. As a design quarterback keeper. Moves the ball up to the 30. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. It's a toss play to the right. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. As the first down is still going. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Noles are in the red zone. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Marshall. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Keeping it on the ground here. Running with purpose. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through a one-arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle made after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it from the gun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks like he's going to run it. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
Well, how many times do we see this late in the fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches.
Hey, if I'm the coach right now at this point in the game with a chance to kick a field goal within my field goal kicker's range, I take the points and take the lead and rely on my defense to win the game. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to be aggressive, go for it.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Press coverage now from the secondary. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Teej is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Toss play to the outside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Tigers come into the final minute of play just hoping to run the clock out. Back to pass. It's Marshall. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Offense racing down the field sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Under heavy pressure, hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, I mean, this game is essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered this. This is amazing. The special teams unit does their job. Now it's up to the offense to finish the job. Remember, a field goal doesn't do you any good here. Let's see how they call this series.
They've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Clemson Tigers.